You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's Snooki and Jwoww After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Snooki and Jwoww
Seriously.
After Show.
I like that you both have pins. We'll both stab each other with their eyes.
I love it. All right. Well, Bing is for doing, and we're here doing another episode of Snooki and Jwoww After Show. Woohoo! So, all right. Woohoo! Season 2, episode 8. So we're getting near the end.
We are getting
There's
near the
only
end.
12 episodes total.
4 more.
And do we care?
I love it because I don't care.
Okay.
No, I'm just
No,
playing. No,
okay.
we love Snooki and Jwoww.
We do, and I think we all have the same feeling. Is we love Snooki and Jwoww,
A lot.
but these hour-long shows are just a half hour too long.
They're dragged out.
They're
Yeah.
dragged out, like dragged out.
And the good stuff, they only give you like 2 minutes of the good
Yes.
stuff. Like the juicy stuff should be longer, and the snooze fest should be shorter.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it throughout the episode because there were moments where like seriously like that it's over. So let's just get started with the episode.
Before we jump in, should we introduce ourselves first?
Oh yeah! Oh my God! Second time in a row. Yeah. Why don't you start?
Hey guys, I'm Annika Michelle.
I'm Kelli Taylor. I'm Steph Z.
And I am your host Erika Vieira, and we're at a full house tonight.
We are. Woo! I'm not
Nice.
alone this week on this side.
All right. So now that we did the most important introductions, we'll move on to the top of the episode where we've got Gianni and Snooki finishing up their date from last week.
Mm-hmm.
The producers at MTV felt it was important to cut that important date in half. So we saw the second half
Today.
It was really good to see them getting along, though.
It was.
Like there wasn't much bickering, and last
Not
week
at
it was
all.
it was nonstop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was sweet.
I think they're just such a nice, good couple. There's not much really for them. You know, there's like not much drama. They're not
No.
like a Sammy and Ronnie, like
Yeah.
at each other's throats. You know, I think
Yeah.
there's not much to play on this one except for, you know, maybe kind of getting used to a baby, but
Yeah.
there's not drama that they can really drag out.
I think they've actually been through all of their drama because remember they were in some cheating scandal back in the Jersey Shore days.
Right.
So now they're just really calm.
And even then, though, I felt that it wasn't really between the two of them. It was more about like outside forces kind of messing with the relationship. I felt that even then they had a pretty good, solid relationship. And Gianni did not seem to be one to give in to the drama. Like even then, he was very just like, whatever. Like you could tell situation would try and get under his skin. He'd be like, whatever, dude. Like,
Yeah. He
Yeah.
seems to take the high road.
yeah,
He does. He's a bigger
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, you're a pill popping weirdo. I'm not going to sit here and listen
Right.
to that. So, and Gianni has moved on and now has a
I thought
baby.
she was talking to you. That was weird. I was like, what?
Oh, her?
Because she had like chimed in, and then you're like, you're a pill popping weirdo, and I'm not gonna listen to that.
Thanks, Erika.
Yeah, I revealed your secret to the world. You
did.
No, situation is a pill popping weirdo.
Got it.
It's the wine conversation.
All right, so then it kind of gets into a little bit of, I'd say, like a manufactured drama, kind of speaking of like the non-drama between Snooki and Johnny with that whole cigarette thing.
Yeah.
that, I'll be honest, that kind of annoyed me. The whole thing, it just seemed manufactured.
I'm sure it probably was. Because, I mean, I don't think she's ever cared that much about having a cigarette. Granted, she hasn't smoked in 9 months, but still, like, probably the producer's like, well, we need some kind of something with you guys. This is, like, boring everybody, so.
But in the same sense, too, I feel like she was a little bit like, she thought he'd get mad at her.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like checking the breast milk, dumping it just in case.
I thought that was
like,
just played. I just didn't think, I thought she was just playing to the cameras for that.
I don't think so.
It annoyed me too because he kept saying that he didn't like being lied to. She never said anything, so she technically did not lie to him. She just withheld that information.
Yeah.
So I was annoyed by the whole thing.
That is, because that could be lying
slippery
too.
slope.
Yeah, no, it is. So, definitely. But anyway, so we have differing opinions on that. You thought it was more,
I thought it was more genuine, like she was doing something and she was just scared to tell him. It wasn't like she was lying to him on purpose, but she just thought it was going nice, and she thought that, this is gonna like throw a kink in it, and maybe I shouldn't tell him, but then I don't want to be lying to him, so she did, and he was fine with it, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But I don't think it was more like manufactured than that.
I just to go back really fast when they came back for the date, I just thought this was really funny when oh my gosh, I blinked out on his name. Roger broke the top shelf.
He broke
and he
Jesus.
was like, he broke Jesus. And then he was like, well, I was just trying to make it safe if the kid ever climbed up there. Like, the kid's not even, like, crawling. It's going to be a while till he reaches the top shelf to knock anything down,
It's like, Roger's is like literally like a bull in a china shop. Like, he's just like the big guy, like trying to play around with the trinkets, like trying to do something silly for, Gianni, and then he's like, oops.
It was a little bit of karma too, because he was gonna make fun of him, and then he broke it, and he broke one of like the christening gifts.
Yeah.
And then he felt bad.
Yeah, they have a few little knickknacks, and like he breaks them, and they happen to be sentimental.
Yeah, and Jenny's like, we gotta go. This is our cue to leave. Let's sweep this up. Let's get out of here.
Let's go.
It did come apart really easily, though. So, I mean, it was a hazard.
They did, because I was thinking, like, didn't they spend a lot of money on that furniture?
Yeah.
At least it wasn't the armoire.
It wasn't the armoire, but it was like the bookshelf that looked like it was pretty nice. It wasn't like an IKEA.
Yeah.
And it came down already put together,
Yeah.
so they should blame that on the movers.
They should,
That's true.
or the furniture manufacturers,
That's
or the
true.
store, or Snooki for picking it out. There'd be a lot of faults there. So, and then so speaking of Roger, we move on a little bit to kind of like the big event, non-event of the episode, which was Roger and Jenny, and basically Roger meeting Jenny's mom.
Yes.
So what do you guys think of that?
I was hoping they would show her. I know I said this in the past episodes that I would hope that they would show her. And I noticed that usually when they make phone calls, like Snooki and Jwoww are talking to each other, they're always on speaker. And this was one phone call that you only heard Jenny, you couldn't hear the mom's even voice. So I was like, dang it, I wanted to see her. I wanted to hear her voice. Like, why are they playing it up so much if we don't even get the chance to see her? Not even a picture. Like, there's not even a photo. We can, like,
Or more of a description of what's going on.
Right.
Like, I feel like last episode they said a lot, but they weren't specific to like, this is what happened.
Yeah, I don't think that she had to really, really go into what the problem was, but I would have appreciated a little bit more. Something that either led me to believe maybe why she was there or why her and Jenny don't get along. I didn't understand the whole thing.
I feel like we were left hanging a little bit.
Yeah, we were. And I felt like they were purposely vague. I didn't think that we were going to see the mom. I didn't think so.
I didn't either. I agree with you. I didn't think so.
I didn't think so. I had a feeling it would be exactly how they showed it. I do wish we would have learned a little bit more, but it seems like it's just extremely private.
Yeah, I've even Googled Jenny's mom and like seen if any articles ever in or any pictures. There's nothing.
Nothing.
Everyone just is recapping what they say in the episode. Like, there's nothing saying why she's in the assisted living or why she was once in a mental hospital. Like, there's no writing anywhere. And I mean, that's great. I mean, for privacy issues and stuff like that, but
in the same sense, if you're going to keep it private,
Then don't show it at all.
Don't bring it out.
I was wondering about too. It's like
a little bit.
Yeah.
Just say, I have this relationship with my mom. We talk sometimes. I'm not excited about talking to her. End of discussion. I don't feel like MTV should have even introduced us to that part of her life if they weren't going to give us a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree. But I do wonder if it's one of those things that MTV's like, you know, this is a storyline we want to talk about. Like, this is something that they don't, I mean, really, there's not that much going on with them. So in some ways, they're like, that's something we need to add in. Like, we need some content. We need something that's a real storyline. So.
And again, like we said last week, I think it could have been a good, because this show in a lot of ways isn't really serious.
Yeah.
And how it went from like party to like now, you know, we're taking some responsibility raising a kid. Like, it could have touched on something and made people think a little bit. And instead it just left us all hanging like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it did.
So.
It did. I
agree.
think we're all kind of like, we
Yeah.
want more.
Yeah, or less.
Or less.
Right. One or the other. Don't keep us in the
Exactly.
middle.
Well, in some ways, as a viewer, I am glad that, but I do think, okay, it's interesting to learn about that part of Jenny's life because we haven't been exposed to it prior. And it was interesting. Like, okay, you know, I wish I would have gotten a little bit more information, but it kind of explains a little bit more, I guess, about why we don't ever see her side of the family.
yeah.
Right.
So,
And she said, I remember last week too, none of her family even speaks to her mom.
Yeah.
So
Something must be up if no family.
and Snooki hasn't met her. I
Yeah.
thought maybe Snooki would have met her.
No
at
one that
some
she's
point.
ever dated has met her.
Yeah.
And it's insane that the mom was so nervous to meet Roger. Like, I mean, obviously it's the other way around usually, not the parents are being nervous, but it's just funny that she was like way more nervous than Roger was to meet.
I'm sure they were both very nervous.
Yeah.
I'm sure Roger was really nervous.
He's probably just playing it off, but
I'm sure he was nervous. I mean, I'm sure Jenny was nervous.
yeah.
She seemed the most nervous.
Yeah.
Teasing
yeah.
her hair on the way home.
Oh my God.
While driving with me.
With her knee.
I think she was more nervous about what maybe Roger would think
Yeah. Or
of her mom.
Judge.
And
Yeah,
Yeah.
like judging. That's what I thought.
I think so too. But I do think the main thing to come out of this whole situation is the fact that for Jenny, it was almost like a symbolic, like, this is it. This is the guy. Like,
yeah.
this is the guy I'm going to be with. It makes almost everything complete. Like, he finally met my mother. And for them, it probably was a long-standing kind of like, I don't know, like probably not like an issue, but just something that was there that for her made her feel complete and
Yeah.
even closer to Roger.
She said in the end that it made them
her
feel like a
family.
family.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
I thought it was cute that she went beforehand and like did her mom's hair and makeup before Roger came, and she like wanted her mom to look good, even though whatever situation she's in, she might not look good, you know. But she wanted her to still look her best in that situation. So I thought that was cute that she went and like helped her out and then came back with Roger.
Yeah, I thought that was cute
But,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, so we finally kind of got that storyline. I don't think they'll mention it at all anymore. I think they're done. They're not going to really,
I agree.
bring that back. But now we go back to something a little bit more lighthearted with Snooki and the photo shoot.
So cute.
Yeah.
So cute,
So cute.
adorable. Lorenzo was just hamming it up at the camera. And
Yeah.
little spaghetti pot.
I love those little photo shoots where
I
they
do
have the
too.
babies and the different props. So
Yeah.
I'm 2 thumbs up because I love little Lorenzo and I love those pictures.
It
for
was
babies.
so cute. I just thought it was hilarious that they made Gianni like do all the lifting, and then he even said he's like, I don't call the like landscaper and end up mowing my own lawn. You
Yeah,
know,
it was really
like
funny.
Yeah.
all this like heavy equipment. This poor guy is lugging up the stairs, but I just thought it was hilarious. I'm like, oh man, if he wasn't home, they would have to do it. You
They
know.
have to do
Right.
it. I didn't think it was that bad. I think he should help. Why not?
But I'm not saying he shouldn't help. I just think it's funny when you're paying someone to do something, you know, like.
I think he should get a discount.
Yeah.
I'm with Gianni. I mean, I don't go to the store and, have to get my own stuff out the back stock room and everything else.
Right.
I mean,
Well,
I'm
some
paying
grocery
you
stores
for
make you
this.
bag your own food now. I
They
kind of
do,
like it
and
though,
you're
'cause I
right.
feel like I do it a lot faster.
You go faster because
Yeah.
I love the self-checkout.
I do too, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so
Fresh
not
and
a
easy.
fan.
No?
So not a fan of
I
the
love the self-checkout.
I don't like the grocery store, period, but
Oh, that's right. You're an anti-grocery store.
I'm just not good at it. Some things
Side
I'm not
note,
good.
do you know if we use the self-checkout more and more cashiers will lose their jobs. So maybe we
like we just
should.
talked about that.
But supposedly
we
it,
shouldn't use
it
the
keeps the cost of food down.
Yeah.
Keeps the cost of food down. That's nice.
I
And
like
then you could get better quality food.
I like the self-checkout because
like
I'm
it
a great
too.
checkout girl.
Me
I don't
too.
have to worry about what's going on with everybody else. I get in there and get out.
Yeah.
Oh God.
But
and
also
then
you're-
a lot of times. Oh, sorry. I'm getting really excited about this topic. See, a lot of
It's
times
not a topic.
you've got the guy checking him out, right? And then they're just chatting and chatting.
Yes.
And like it's like, dude, just check him out. Check him out.
And they'll stop.
Tell me how you really feel.
This is so off topic. I went to the grocery store the other day.
God. All right, 2 seconds
This is
and I
the last
won't
one, and it's very, very quick. So I go and I'm like checking out, and the lady asked me, "Did you write down the number?" No,
What
I
number?
don't work here. Like the SKU number for the thing.
The produce number?
Yeah, I was like, no, I don't work here. Like, can you call someone to get it?
Wow.
I'm
Oh,
paying you.
is it the bulk bins?
I don't know what it was.
You have to write down the
Our
number.
systems detect that
I didn't know that.
Please return.
Sorry, guys, it was me. I ran off the
systems
Hello. You have to write down the numbers for the bulk bins, but we are going to be moving on.
Wow.
No more grocery shopping anymore.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so we got the photo shoot. That was super cute. Cute. And
During the photo shoot, I love how like he would just like make a little noise, and that lady was so loud, and she was like, shh.
Or shushing.
Shh. It's like, oh my gosh, you're shushing, and the kid's face is probably was making him cry. Like, you're so loud. You're not even doing it like a soft, like, it's okay. Like, don't, you know?
say it, don't
Yeah.
spray it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lauren, the
she was-
photographer, was a loud shusher.
I want the news and
Not the weather. I was just about to say that. I love that.
We are having fun.
I know, we
tonight.
are. Nah, we don't even have any wine or champagne. Or
Right.
Next week.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so then we move on to Roger getting really, really serious with this proposal, getting the ring lady at his house.
Yeah.
That was kind of neat to see.
It was kind of awesome. Mm-hmm. He was super cute. He was just like,
cute.
I don't, like, this is your job. Please help
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
It's got to be
Yeah.
pink, and it's got to be good.
and under
And it's
$500,000.
$600,000.
Right.
Wow, that
And I
was
lo-
pretty expensive.
I loved how she was naming like 5 million cuts that like no one, I mean, I haven't heard of it, I don't know, but it, like the standard princess, whatever, square, I don't know what else there
Cushion.
is. Yeah.
Because like,
I've
I'm not
never
buying
heard
a
of that
sofa.
one.
Yeah.
It was a
Cushion?
cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't either.
That's funny. How he was like, I'm not buying a pillow.
Yeah.
Buying a ring.
Yeah.
So, it was-
It was a
And
cute
it
little
sounds
segment.
like from there he actually got the ring.
It does.
yeah, it sounds like
So
he
picked it out. He got it. Now we're just gonna have to see when he's gonna propose. And,
Yeah.
you know, the end of the episode, which of course they, you know, cut in half, which we didn't see that much more than we did in the prediction section of last week.
No.
with
I
the
was
pink
like,
with the pink
with the
limo.
pink
you're talking about?
limo.
Yeah.
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 It's the same thing.
With the pink limo and like him faking out the whole restaurant thing.
They're dragging it out way too much.
They
This
are.
season, I mean, it's great. We love Snooki and Jwoww, but you guys, it could be a 30-minute episode, and we
Okay.
could just get to the good stuff and go.
Yeah.
I have to say though about the fake out. Like last week, I think I was a big fan of the fake out, and
Yeah.
this week I think I might have felt a little bad.
Yeah, because she
I
was
was-
so excited.
she was so excited.
And she was nervous, and she was like, but like I can understand why he was like, she's been asking, and it's the topic of conversation, and Snooki asked, and there's so much pressure, so like let me give it back a little bit so that she can feel something. But
Yeah.
then she really thought it was gonna happen.
But you
and
know
didn't
what?
happen.
That's his personality.
Which is
and he jokes with her all the
Sure.
time. So
Yeah.
I feel like she maybe should have thought that, or I don't know, maybe she thought that because it was something that serious, you know, that she wasn't,
Yeah.
that he wouldn't joke around with it. But I don't know. I think if I were dating Roger and that's how funny he was, I would expect something. I would.
Yeah, you would expect like a cop
I would
out or
always be
something.
like second guessing. Is this real? No, it's not.
Yeah.
Like just because that's
Right.
the way
That's
he
his
plays
personality.
with her.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it last week, and I'm not a fan of it this week. And that sucked. It sucked. I felt bad for her because she looked all excited, like with the pink limo. She was like speechless. She's like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
You know, you mean you're skipping your workout?
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. She's even on the phone with Snooki, and like,
and she actually dressed up, didn't wear like sweatpants
Yeah.
with heels.
when she went into her shoe closet, she grabbed out, I think, a nice black pair.
Yes.
Not
yeah.
a hot pink, pleather pair. But
The outfit I wasn't a fan of.
I mean, it's not workout clothes and heels, at
It's
least.
not,
We're a step
yeah.
up. We're a step up.
It was she looked good, but
Yeah, I thought she looked good.
I felt bad. I felt really bad for her. I was like, dude, that sucks. That sucks because she wants it so bad, and it almost. I mean, we could talk about it a little bit in predictions, but I don't think she's happy. I think I could see it backfiring on Roger big time.
Oh, yeah.
Like her being pissed, being like, dude, no, it's not funny.
It looked like they were arguing at the table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure about that.
because there's nothing worse than being let down.
Yeah.
You know,
Especially by someone
high
you love.
expectations and then being let down. I'd say under promise, over deliver. Don't, in this case.
Right. Save the day.
Yeah,
Show up.
seriously.
Yeah.
I was not a fan. Not a fan. But one thing I thought was funny, and actually, Steph, you mentioned this, like, oh, she's like, Jwoww's like big control freak. Is how when she was on the phone with Snooki, and you could tell, like, on her smartphone, she was like looking up the restaurant.
Yeah.
Because she didn't know where she was going.
Yeah.
Had no clue.
She had no
Right.
clue. I love
And I
that.
don't know if she was trying to do it to like for dress code purposes.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she was like, is it fancy? Is it not?
And you
so-
can't trust a guy when they say, yeah, it's fancy or, oh, it's casual. You cannot trust a guy.
I mean, Roger wore a plaid shirt and jeans.
Right. Like, and there
that
she comes in a
fancy.
black dress. Yeah.
She had pants on.
It was a black dress,
it was
wasn't
pants.
She
It
did
was,
have pants
It was like a
it was,
pantsuit.
it was a pantsuit.
It was just the
Like a
front of the
pants.
shirt that I was kind of like distracted with because it was open and then it was like a belt and then there were like extra fabric. I don't know. I was like, what?
I like the
heck is
back of
going
it.
on?
It was like the
The back was
pants.
cute.
Yeah, the back was really cute. And then she.
I mean,
turned around.
compared to a lot of the other stuff she's been wearing,
true.
I feel
I
like
think
it
she
was.
was good.
I
I'll
can't
give her that
complain.
one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give her that one.
Yeah, I'll give her that outfit.
Yeah.
But he also talks a little bit about how he's really gonna propose, which is skydiving.
Right.
And we saw that he did get Jenny on the plane. Well, we all know that in real life it did happen. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I like though how he was like dropping the seeds, like let's do the bucket list.
Yeah, I
I
thought that
thought
was
that was
cute.
super cute. It was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh well, what do you mean you're not gonna get on a plane? And like,
Yeah.
it's almost his little challenge to like coerce her into like going.
yeah.
And then again, the payoff is that she'll actually get the ring if she just trusts him to do that and like lets go a little bit.
Yeah.
So
I think she's done enough for that ring.
She has done a lot for that
Seriously.
ring.
She went
Poor
to Maine
thing.
and did all that.
dated
She's done
lobsters.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's done a lot. I mean,
has.
And now you want me to jump out of a plane? No, that would be like my draw. I'm done.
I know.
I don't even want to
Actually-
marry you anymore.
yeah.
I've actually done it. And I actually, when I was there, someone was doing that. The
Oh,
next,
really?
after we landed, people were like unfolding a big thing and it said, "Will you marry me?" And you saw like the guy jumped first and he was waiting down there and you could see her coming down and like, it was kind of pretty cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
I would just be too afraid to jump out of the plane.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to do it either.
It was really fun. It's really,
Yeah.
really fun.
I don't know about that. I wouldn't do it. I'd be scared to jump.
I'll pass.
I think it'd be hard too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always say I'll try anything once, but
I say that too, but I do not know about that. Like, what if I'll just go down the list of what ifs, and I would just be so afraid to do it.
Come on,
But I
ladies.
mean,
it's
Jenny-
marriage. Take the plunge.
but she doesn't know.
Yeah, it's true.
Jenny, she's so afraid too. So I wonder what he actually did to convince her.
Right.
she doesn't strike me as the kind of girl that would be ecstatic to jump out of a plane. So
And she even said she wouldn't do it before he brought up a plane.
Yeah.
So I'm really curious to see what he did and
I'm
how he
curious, too.
convinced her.
Yeah.
all right, well,
They'll probably show it to us for like 3 minutes.
yeah, I think so.
That'll be the last
That'll
30
be the last
seconds
20
of the next
And we
episode.
have the next
Or the one
episode.
after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that pretty much wraps up the episode. And you guys definitely go into iTunes and rate us. Leave a comment, tell a friend, rate us 5 stars. Tell us what you like, what you don't like. Yeah, we're trying to get a nice show for you guys, for the Snooki and Jwoww fans out there. And yeah,
Tell us your grocery store preferences.
yeah.
I was just thinking that.
Do you like
if
to
they
check out or self checkout? It's not paper or plastic anymore. It's self checkout or have it done for
Yeah,
you.
you don't even give bags anymore. Did you bring your own bag?
Yeah.
Well, in LA, other
Or it costs
places.
money. 10 cents.
10 cents, yeah. For those of you that aren't here in LA, it costs us, not only is it expensive enough to live here, But to grocery shop, it costs you 10 cents if you don't bring your own bag.
Our systems detect that a host has wandered off the subject.
Again.
We could do a whole after show about grocery shopping.
We can, but we're not going to. We're not, unfortunately. I mean, if they had that supermarket sweep show,
My
remember
God, that would definitely be on that.
I would love that. Anyways, so we have a little tiny bit of news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a photo, if you can put it up, Steven, for everyone to see who's watching. But basically, other than Jwoww's, I think he's getting the photo up for everybody.
Which photo?
The Jwoww side boob.
The Jwoww, okay.
Yeah. So basically, Jwoww was in this like plunging dress, and her side boob made major headlines, as you can see.
She looks good.
Yeah, she does.
Like her face and her hair.
She has major side boob going on, and that's pretty much what they said about that photo.
I gotta say, like, as one of the few photos I see of Jwoww, this is the first one that she's like looks hot in.
Yeah. Her face and hair look really good.
She's like, it looks like she lost
a little
weight.
weird, though.
It's sexy.
I think she looks
does.
really
She
good
does
too.
look like she's lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
I wonder where she was going, because wasn't there just some big event where they had like the no side boob? They had like all these like dress things about like
That was the Grammys.
the Grammys. Or the Oscars. Like, I wonder if she was.
I don't know.
Probably not. Oh, it looks like Mohegan Sun, maybe.
And what's interesting is that it's a very similar type of look to the one she wore to the date.
top,
Yeah.
Except she has the pink.
Yeah, the backless. It's like almost very, and you know, they weren't transparent on the bottom.
Yeah.
But I do have to say, I think her face, her skin, her hair, her makeup looks really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
She's
But
not as puffy as
she's
she
not as
normally
puffy.
is.
Yeah. She looks great.
Yeah, she lost weight. But that's the
Yeah.
photo that her side boob made news, everybody.
Wow.
So.
Jenny's side boob.
Yeah.
Well done.
And Annika and I are tag teaming news tonight. Snooki sold her pink and black signature Escalade. And the thing that got me is she sold it for just under $78,000, and it's used. And that is more money than a new 2013 Escalade. She sold it on eBay, and she had 84 bids. It's pink and black. It has lizard skin and leopard print floor mats. So,
And her name on the top.
yep,
Yeah.
she signed it for them.
Oh, wow.
So some lucky fan got a Snooki.
I like her signature. Does she
Yeah,
actually
that's
write
cute.
that?
It looks like it's engraved or something. You
Yeah.
know? It can't be like just a Sharpie.
Yeah.
No, yeah, she probably wrote it and then they went
Engraved
over
it, yeah.
That's a nice signature.
Does that
Snooki.
on their car?
I mean, she sold it, so she
did.
wanted to give them a piece of something.
Did she take the money or did it go to charity? Or,
It didn't say any of that, but I'm pretty sure she took the money.
Yeah.
Probably.
And ran.
if they didn't announce it.
Money.
Well, she probably needed like a new mom van. You know, I
Yeah.
don't know if like a pink and black Escalade is conducive
Snooki
to...
in a minivan. I would like to see that.
Yeah, well, she's on the road to
A
that.
leopard print minivan.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, then how about some predictions, guys?
And now, your AfterBuzz TV.
So I don't really have a big prediction for next week, but I'm thinking we will not see Jenny be proposed to for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
my
Season
prediction.
finale.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
not
well, but
even the
that's-
season finale. That would only be 10.
Yeah.
And because they're big on this 30-second thing that leads
Yeah.
you into the next thing, I think it'll be this last dinner that they're at. It'll be all build up to skydiving. In the last 30 seconds, they'll do something at the skydiving place, and we won't see the rest
They'll
of it
like suit
for 2
up.
weeks.
They'll just start
Agreed.
suiting up.
Totally agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what's gonna happen.
At least,
Yep.
if not
Yeah.
to the next one.
All right. I think that's it. So that's our show for
Right.
you. Where can we find the rest of you guys?
I am on Twitter at I am Kelli Taylor, and that's Kelli.
I'm on Twitter as well at Annika_Michelle and at Facebook.com/AnnikaMichelle1.
I'm on Twitter too at I am Steph Z with an F.
And I'm your host, Erika Vieira, and I'm also on Twitter, Erika Vieira LA. That's Erika with a K. Thanks, guys. Fun show.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff. We would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Yeah, the huge.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.